gonna have more info for that on social media tomorrow, but I am so hyped. Everybody just say yeah. Yeah, I'm so excited. I literally am so excited. I can't contain myself. I'm shaking up here. But okay, that's all I have. I don't want to keep talking because I'm gonna embarrass myself how I do. I already did it, guys. I already did it. All right, we're gonna get ready for the message. So check this out.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to our small group night. If you're watching online, what's up? What's poppin'? Good to see you. If you're in-house, I've already seen you, but hello again. Tonight, I want to talk about frustration, anger, and confusion. And I want to talk about what happens when we feel like God has left us. And not only left us, but when we feel like he doesn't care anymore and he's actually mistreated us. Y'all like, okay, she's going in. Yeah, I am. I is. So, just to start off, like, have you ever just had a moment? Like, I don't mean just any moment, like a moment where you lost your crap. Like, things just keep happening to you. You keep having bad days on bad days on bad days. And, you know, it finally hits the last straw. You drop your pencil in school and you lose it. Like, you start hitting things, screaming, crying, whatever it is that, you know, happens with your emotions. It happened. If I'm being honest, I've been there many times. I'm sure everyone here has as well. And I kind of want to talk about that tonight. Not just in general having a moment, but maybe having a moment with God that maybe you regret or maybe things got out of hand, whatever it is. I want to talk about that tonight. And our boy Simon in the Bible understands this well. Let me show you what I mean.
I will make your descendants as many as the stars in the heavens. And then what? Huh? Make the chosen as many as the stars. Only to let Egypt enslave us for generations. Bring us out of Egypt. Part the Red Sea. Only to let us wander in the desert for 40 years. Give us the land, only to let us be exiled in Babylon. Bring us back, only to be crushed by Rome. This is the God I've served so faithfully my entire life. You're the God I'm supposed to thank. You know, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you enjoy yanking us around like goats and can't decide whether we're chosen or not. Which one is it? Huh?
Simon.
Andrew?
Who are you talking to?
Apparently no one.
You shouldn't joke like that, my friend. Yeah, your friends might think you've lost faith.
So Simon was having a moment. He was feeling mistreated, rejected, and super angry. Angry enough to yell at God. And first, I just want to say, if you've ever had any kind of relationship with anyone, you know that at some point you're probably going to get angry at them. At some point there's going to be yelling. At some point there's going to be crying. That's just how relationships are, and you have to learn to work it out, right? And so it's that same way with our relationship with God too. Simon was in relationship with God, and that's why he felt all those emotions. If he didn't know God, he would have been indifferent. He would have felt nothing. You can't be betrayed by someone you don't know. And so that's why sometimes when we feel like we're being mistreated by God, it feels so hard and it feels so impossible, because he's supposed to be good, right? He's supposed to have our best intentions in mind. And he does, but sometimes it feels like he doesn't, right? And so if you can identify with Simon right now, and you've acted like that, and you felt like Simon in that moment, I want you to know that that's okay. It's okay. My little stutter there, just ignore it. God made us. He is big enough to understand our emotions and our reactions. He came up with them. Crazy, I know. He's willing to be in relationship with us, even if it's messy. What Simon didn't know when he was yelling at God, though, was that God already was working on something for him. A lot of times we can't see what God is doing, and that's frustrating. Trust me, I know, okay? It's frustrating. But it doesn't change the fact that he's working. It doesn't change the fact that he's always present, and it doesn't change the fact that he's not going to walk away when we yell at him. In the video, you can see that Simon is fishing in the middle of the night, which is kind of weird, right? But he was trying to catch anything. Literally anything. He was so desperate to just catch anything, but he couldn't. And the next day, his boat was filled to the top with fish because he gave Jesus another chance. He didn't give up. Our guest speaker next week is going to get into that story, and it's going to be amazing. But for tonight, I want to focus on the fact that in the middle of the night, Simon was ready to give up. He was ready to forget his relationship with God. He was ready to walk away and say, I see ya. But in the morning, he tried again. In the morning, he gave God room to move, and it turns out his miracle was around the corner. Even though he couldn't see it coming, God came through for him. And I know sometimes, a lot of times, if we're being honest, we're in the dark yelling, right? We're yelling at God. We can't see what's happening. It's dark, obviously. We have no idea why the things that are happening to us are happening. And it can seem like the morning is never gonna come. It could seem like things will never be the same and that it's over. But I promise you, it's worth it to keep on going. It's worth it to keep on living. I'm not saying that a miracle is gonna be around every single corner and that everything's gonna be great all the time. I'm not saying that, but I am saying that there could be a new chance for you around the corner. There could be a new way of thinking for you. There could be something new that's just waiting for you to try again and waiting for something amazing to happen. Just because life is uncertain and messy and frustrating doesn't mean it isn't worth living. It is. And it's worth having a relationship with God, even if we don't always understand it. And I want to talk more about this tonight because it's such a great conversation starter. And so we are going to break out into our small groups in just a second here. If you're watching online, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have a great night. For my Crave people in the house, you're going to go ahead and break out into your groups, and we're going to have a short discussion. And for our middle schoolers, you guys are going to go head over to the Commons and have your own discussion. So go ahead and find Troy and John so you can go over there. All right, I love you all so much. Peace and blessings.